G'day new starters, welcome back. This week is a tremendous sense of a new day for us as NewStart, and I thought this time I would simply try and convey some of the expectancy and hope that we are feeling around NewStart. We have always for a long time felt the desire to be a group of people, a church that is able to extend the kind of grace and love that is accepting and provides hope for people that have experienced the despair and turmoil of life. And for numbers of reasons, the different things that we have tried across the years have not really grown into being able to establish the kind of community that we've desired. And so we have kept on looking for opportunities and seeking out occasions where we might be able to be the group of people that we've been. And the journey has been a tremendous one for all of us that are part of NewStart. We've learned things, we've grown, we've experienced what it means to be in such a community. We've looked at our own frustrations, our own despairs, our own discouragements, and sought to allow the love that God offers us to be transformational for us. But there's always been that sense that we're intended to be more. There is meant to be more of us, and our lives are intended to touch more people. And so for a long time now, if you've watched the NewStart story at all, you have seen us anticipating the arrival of the Chapmans and the Tarrants from Tennessee, who have moved here to Brisbane to unite with us because they share the same dream. And there's been lots of pieces in that puzzle to try and get that worked out, and some of them easier than others. But a week ago, they all arrived, and now we're anticipating the next steps and asking ourselves the question, what does the next step look like for us at NewStart? How will the road ahead unfold for us? And on Saturday night, Emin, Jacqueline and I went down to the valley. The valley on those evenings of the weekend pulsates with activity, and there's people everywhere, and we have felt like we want to find a way to be engaged with people in the process of life. And so we went down there simply to look around to see what we could see. And when we did, we were reminded once again of how futile and discouraging life can be for so many people. Here are these crowds of young people milling everywhere, noise and excitement and anticipation, and yet there is these eyes of lostness and despair. And I am quite confident that the generation today is experiencing that in ways that haven't been experienced before. I think despair and hopelessness is something that transcends generations. It's always been a part of the human experience. But there's always been a sense that if we are able to achieve that or dominate this or discover something else, that we will find a way to the goal of humanity ourselves. But I think this generation, with the looming sense of an impending and slow strangling of the environment that is discussed often, and the extent to which those observations are true is less relevant than the reality that we are living in a day and age where we can envisage how this world and the human experience may very well come to an end, and there's a despair that goes along with that adds to the discouragement of the human condition. And so as we walked those streets, we were reminded again of how important it is to find a way to allow our lives to connect with people, to love people, to embrace people, to be a point of the discovery of the joy and the wonder of what it is to be alive. We personally can't solve so many of the problems that face us in these days, but we do know that the grace and love of God does transform our existence from one of despair and discouragement to one of hope and joy, simply by the activity of love in our lives. And that's the desire of NewStart, and that's the future, that's the road ahead that we are looking for. And in just a little way, our eyes were open once again to what that might look like. Thanks for being with us this week, and I hope that you continue and watch this journey unfold. See you next time.